Hi, I'm Shevas Davis from Paint with Faith Motivational Painting Classes. But today we're going to be talking about a couple more things, and we as Paint with Faith want to be able to offer more to each and every individual who loves Paint with Faith. Now we have the opportunity to offer more art classes, namely drawing, of course painting, comic book creation, and animation. So today we're going to talk a little bit about how to be an animator with Paint with Faith. So we're going to be introducing you to the Oyster kit, which teaches you about stop motion animation. Let's see what Oyster has to offer with their stop motion animation kit. Come on, follow me. Let's get ready to open up our Oyster animation kit. As you may or may not know, my degree is in computer art and animation. So I'm very excited to see what Oyster has to offer on today. I love the way the package is packaged, and it says, "The world is your oyster." Let's crack it open. As you see, they have some instructions here that allows you to see exactly what you need to be prepared for in the animation kit. I'll read it directly to you. Hey animator, welcome to the Oyster production. Shoot your own cartoon. An animator's badge is yours. Number 1, make a storyline. We'll talk a little bit about that later. Do the storyboarding, create your characters, assemble the stage, set up the background, shoot, and premiere. So let's see what we have in store in this box. We have an envelope with all types of backgrounds that we're able to set up for our kit. All right. So if you wanted to do a premiere, they have a lot of cool, unique features in here. So you can even go to your parents, your aunt, uncle, sister, brother. You can sell them some tickets, make some money in order to have your premiere. We have some pop-out cutouts here that you can use more for your animation. Here's another page of that. This is called a storyboarding sheet. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Right now, let's just see what contents we have in there. Of course, you are the director of your premiere, of your animation, and of your mini movie. All right, your short film, that's going to be you. So make sure you keep your director's kit as a badge of honor. Inside we have multiple colors of clay: black, green, blue, yellow, and red. We'll crack that open in a little bit. Of course, after you sell tickets and have your premiere, we have some little things that you can put your popcorn in so everyone can sit around and watch your movie. Let's see what else we have in here. We have some stencils that you can use for your clay. Once you flatten out the clay, some cookie cutters that you're able to open and create with. This is going to be for your phone or your device to hold it up. We'll learn how to do that in a second. Let's just continue to go through the contents. All right, this is your slate. This is what the old time movie producers used to use. You had somebody on set, they say action, and then the movie starts. All right, this is for your board to be able to write down and erase your scenes. Some chalk that you can use for your slate. All right, you can use the chalk to write on that. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Inside we have some googly eyes. All right, googly eyes so you can put on your clay so you can make your characters. And then this is going to be your stage. All right, we have this green screen, and I'll explain what a green screen is if you don't know. All right, this is going to be your stage, and then inside, lastly, you have your backgrounds to be able to set up different backgrounds or different scenes for your animation. All right, so that's the contents of the box. Let's go a little bit more detail about what we need to do to have a beautiful and awesome animation. Follow me. What you want to do is open up your app store. Once you've done that, you need to search for Stop Motion Studio. All right, Stop Motion Studio. You'll see a blue icon with an old school camera on it. All right, those are the type of cameras that they used to use back in the old day when they used to use film. Now we do digital recordings. There's also another version that has a purple logo. That version is a paid subscription. If you want to upgrade and go to a paid subscription, then you go ahead and select that option. But this is the free option, so we can be able to record today without having to have a subscription or to pay to use Stop Motion Studio. Alright, so we'll let it load up. And once it's finished installing, we'll open it up and see what Stop Motion Studio is really about. Once we open up the app, you'll see a little bit of what stop motion animation looks like, also called clay animation. Let's check it out. We'll first click on this first sample animation because stop motion is not just with clay. Allow the camera to be used for your phone or device. And let's just look at what stop motion animation looks like. These are going to be paper cutouts. The cool thing about Stop Motion Studio is that you can add sound effects, you can add different elements as we look through the timeline and see. Next thing you want to do is push this plus sign to be able to create our own scene so that we can record ourselves. And the scene is set up this way, and we'll learn more during the class on how to use the app. The next step is to put together your stage. It comes in two pieces, which is green. The reason it's green is because it's used as a green screen, so you can add and take away special effects. Now today we won't be doing any special effects, but we will show you how to put together your green screen. Step number one, let's recognize all the parts of the green screen. First thing you want to do is you want to be able to flip over your box or your cardboard. What we're going to do first, and this may take a little time, and if you need help, make sure you ask your parents for help. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these two little tabs. See them wiggling? We're going to take those two tabs, and we see this edge. We're going to fold that edge inside. Alright, so step number one, these two edges are going to fold, and these two tabs, there's four in total, are going to fold towards the inside. So we're going to take our hand, we're going to press it all the way down. Press, press, press. Alright, so it stands straight up. We're going to press, 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 so it stands straight up. Alright, we're going to bring both of those sides up. The next thing we want to do is we're going to take this flap and flip it over these two tabs. So we'll take this flap and we'll flip it over those two tabs. Ready? Here we go. So we're going to take this piece, we rotate it so you can see what's going on. We're going to take these two pieces, put them on the inside. Take these two pieces, put them on the inside. Then we're going to flip this piece right on top and tuck them away. Tuck, 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 and tuck them away. Now, if you look closely, see this little tab right here and right here. There's a little space right there. See that little hole? We're going to create a little pocket, and we're going to take those little tabs and stick them in those pockets. Again, if you need help from your parents, make sure you ask them for help. So again, we're going to fold these tabs in. Boom. We're going to flip this on top. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Tuck, tuck, tuck. And we're going to stick these little tabs in that little corner right there. You see, they fit right in. If you look close, it fits right in that little space. Again, see the little tab? I'm going to tuck it. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Little space. And it pops out on the other side. Alright. So boom, we got the first side. So we want this to be pressed down so we make a nice box shape. Tuck, tuck, tuck. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. All right, so far we're building the stage. Let's see if you remember the steps. Again, we're going to put these 2 tabs in. I'm going to flip over. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Those 2 tabs on the end, we're going to stuff them in this little corner, this little pocket. Boom, it'll come out on the other side. Boom, same thing on this side. Tuck, boom, come out on the other side. And now we have our stage. All right, I'm going to press it, make sure it's nice and tight. Then we can flip it over. Now that we have that part done, we're going to rotate this around. And this will be the front of our stage. The next step is the second half of our cardboard. If we look closely, there are 2 slits or 2 cuts right here on the edge of this green screen background stage. We're going to take these 2 tabs and put them inside those 2 cuts. All right, so let's try it. So we're going to take this, put it inside of there. We're going to fold this side in because it's a little bit longer than the cut. So we're going to fold it, tuck it in, flip it upside down, and pull it back out so it doesn't come out. All right, so that was a bit confusing. Let's do it one more time. So we have our stage. There's 2 cuts, 1 and 2. There's also 2 tabs. All right, so the first one will fit because we'll put it in on the angle. So let's slide that side in. Boom, nice and tight. But the second one is too long. So we're going to fold that tab in, slide it into the little slit. But then when we hold it upside down, we'll pull it back out to secure it and pull it back out. So now it can stand on its own. And now our stage is ready. Now that your stage is set, it's time to put on your backgrounds. Inside of your kit, you have about 6 backgrounds. Space, and on the back, you have a park. If you feel like doing something cold, you have a winter scene. On the back, maybe you want to go to the city. Maybe you can go underwater. And then lastly, maybe you want to be set up on the stage. Now, if we look closely to our stage, there are 4 cuts. 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. Again, there's 4 cuts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those special cuts are made for you to put your stage or your background in place. Let's look a little bit up close. Now, if you want to, it's good to go behind or underneath and push up those cuts. You see that? It's going to pop up just like that. Go underneath here. If you push it up, just pop it up a little bit, and then go behind here, push this out a little bit, and then over here, push this out a little bit. Again, you got the 4 cuts. Push this one out. 1, 2, just wiggle it a little. From the bottom, 3, and then over here, 4. Once you push those out a little bit, it'll give you the room to put your background in place. Let me show you how it works. So you want to take your background and you want to slide it underneath the cut here and slide it underneath the cut here. Fasten it tight. All right, let's even that out. It'll hold it in place for you. See, it's already holding. And then again, if you want to put it at the bottom, you just tuck it in place right here. And then that other cut, this is why you have to pop it up. Put that in place right there. So now when you have your stage set up, it'll stay in place for you. All right, again, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 little cuts or tabs where you can lock your scene in place so we can begin to animate. Now, one key thing to making your animation look great is great lighting. So what I want you to do is make sure you're set up next to a window or you can find a lamp like I'm using to be able to set up your stage. All right, so I just have a lamp, a simple table lamp to light up my stage. We want to bring it back a little bit, tilt it up so we can have a nice clear stage scene. So make sure you have a well-lit area, either next to a window or even have a lamp to light up your stage. That's going to be very important while you're recording your animation. I think that's enough information to get us started to be an animator, stop motion animator with Paint with Faith. If you need more instructions, you can look inside the book that comes in the Oyster kit to learn more. And also subscribe to our channel and you'll get all the animation tools, kits that you'll need to be able to be a great, wonderful stop motion animator. Thanks again for joining us with more instructions with Paint with Faith. Remember, your life is a canvas painted with faith.